Today I'm going to show you how to use SharePoint. SharePoint is an application with Office 365. You can access it through your university email, and I will show you how to do that. But first I want to show you how to get to the login for SharePoint. So if you type in Office 365 U Iowa to Google, and you click on this link to log in, you're going to log in with your Hawk ID at uiowa.edu and your password. Then you'll see all the applications. Click on SharePoint either this way, or if you go to the top left corner, there's a box of squares, and you can click SharePoint that way. Then from there, there's going to be a search bar at the left of the screen, right below that box of squares that you clicked. You can type in Canvas, and then you can favorite that site, so you won't have to search it every time. Now here is the Canvas home base site. So if you see right at the top, we have a link that says home base ideas. If you have any suggestions on how to improve the site, you can leave those there. And then also you can order Canvas apparel all year round. Then if you scroll down the page, you are going to see a list of Canvas resources. So the first one is pay periods. So if you click on that link, it will send you to this list of each pay period, the extent, like the start date and the end date, what the pay date for that pay period is, and the hour requirements for that pay period, all the way at the bottom of the page. It's going to give you a little bit of information on hour requirements and pay period requirements. So then if we go back to home base, you can click on the academic punch-in times and locations. So this sheet has every single shift that Canvas has. Has what the name would be, so Red 1A, Red 1B. Has when it starts, when it ends, the hours, or you'll be driving it, and where you punch in, where you punch out. They also have a list for interim times and locations, so if it's not academic, I would look at that list. Then you can find the Canvas operation manual. So this just has a bunch of information, and you probably should have gotten this when you went through training, but if you misplaced it or you didn't read it page to page when you're going through training, you want to catch up on some stuff, you can find it here. Then we're going to go to the work rule list. So the work rule list is basically a compiled list of all the things that people can write you up for. So it's kind of important to know what you could potentially get in trouble for. And then it also lets you know how much discipline that is. So some things are auto-disciplined as a written caution, which is a WC, or an LOR, which is a letter of reprimand. So it's important to know those things and kind of what each level of discipline means. And then we're going to keep scrolling down, and we'll go to run sheets. So we have fall and spring academic, we have summer, and we have interim run sheets. These basically are just the run sheets that you see at the clipboard. Sometimes I like to use these because if I'm not sure if I've ever driven the shift and I don't really know if maybe there might be some alterations, I like to give it a gander, check it over, see when and where I'm going. Then if you scroll from the top, you're going to find something that says Canvas News towards the right of the page. And if you hit See All, it is going to take you to a dated list of all the Canvas News postings. So it's a lot of hours postings, it's a lot of special service stuff, it's a lot of updates that you as a driver should know. So reroutes, anything that any supervisor wants you to know. So right below the resources, you will find Canvas links. So the first one is probably going to be your most used one. This is the time clock. So this time clock can be really beneficial to you. You can't log in, clock in and clock out through this link, but it is important that you check to make sure that you have been clocked in and clocked out for all of the things that you did that week, so you're getting paid accurately. So then if we go back and go to the BioLog, this is helpful if you're bio-qualified. It has important information on how to service certain passengers or certain policies that Brian or the current supervisor of Bionic wants to let you know. Then we'll go to Helios. This is also a really important resource for you as a campus employee. This basically is how you look at your record. So it says all your personal information, what your wage is, your next review date, your average academic hours, your shift points, your seniority number, your Bionic number if you have that, and any things that you have been written up for. So it's where you can find your WRVs, your attendances, any accidents that you've had. So it's really helpful to check out that. And then also it always says what's your current schedule for that semester or for that break. So it's good to check that out. Then we're going to go to the supervisor meeting minutes. Every week, the supervisors have a meeting where they discuss things that are going on, things that they want to change, any comments or suggestions that people have submitted in the box or online. So this one, for example, goes list by list of who brought up what, and what they kind of discussed about it. So it's just a way to keep informed on what's going on at Canvas. And then we're going to go to HRIS, University Self-Service site. So this is kind of where you will figure out your tax information, other personal information about yourself. It's really important that you keep that personal information up to date so they can contact you if they need to. You can also check all your past paychecks and how much was taken out of each paycheck. I think that's kind of fun to see how much they're taken out. There's a lot of helpful information that you might need at some point in your professional and adult life. So then this is a PowerPoint that our operations manager Mia put together. It's the transit app introduction. So kind of gives you a once over of how to use this transit app, which can be really beneficial because the transition from Bongo to transit or any transition from one app to another can be complicated. So if you have any questions about how to use the app, check this PowerPoint out. So next I want to go over the collection of black boxes that are right next to the resources and helpful links. So we'll start with the comment and suggestion form that you can fill out for anything that you think could possibly be altered at Canvas, anything that you think should be highlighted at Canvas. Next to that is submit a safety slip. A safety slip goes directly to the safety supervisor. You can fill this out for anything that you think is unsafe outside your bus, like maybe there is a speed limit sign out or something like that. Or if you think that another driver is performing unsafe behavior, you can also report that as well. Then we're going to do request a supervisor talk. So oftentimes this is for trainees, but it can be for anybody who is trying to be promoted or anybody who just has a concern and they would like to discuss with the specific supervisor. Then towards the bottom is the Bionic application. Obviously, you fill this out if you would like to apply to be a Bionic driver. There's a few questions that you have to answer, including brakes and if you're interested in full-time Bionic, and a couple of standard application questions like, why do you want to drive Bionic bus? And what do you think is an important responsibility of a Bionic driver? Then we'll go to the O2 application. This is the standard application for anybody who is trying to apply for an O2 promotion. So that means dispatcher, trainer, student mechanic, or an assistant. You have to fill out, again, a couple of application questions and times that you would be potentially available to interview. Then if you keep scrolling down the home page, you will find a Canvas calendar. Here there are important dates for Canvas and the transportation unit, and also you can find the supervisor's office hours. Then if you keep scrolling down, you can find Canvas reports and documents, so you can find the supervisor meeting minutes and monthly reports for ridership, operation, and safety. And then if you continue all the way down, you can find all the contact information for all the supervisors and assistants. Then if you go to the top, there's all these tabs for each department at Canvas. The drop-down menu gives you a little bit of an idea what you can find in them, but I'm going to go a little bit more in depth. So now I want to go through each department's page. So on the scheduling page, you can find stuff about scheduling work rules, how to add and drop your shifts, sign off and sign on procedures, attendance violations, and the point systems that go into that, special services, and also a nice helpful video on how to walk from Reno to the hub, cutting through the hospital. So then if we go to the personnel department folder on SharePoint, you can find how performance reviews are reviewed for O1s, certain hour policies, so how many hours you can work in a day, how many hours you need to work in a week, in a pay period, etc., etc. WRVs and examples of them, pay periods, and like I mentioned, hour requirements, when you get paid, how long the pay period is, and if you are leaving Canvas, the information that you need for that. Then if you go to the training and safety page, you can find information about accidents and incidents, public comments, etc., etc. We also have a training and safety resource page. This has a lot of our videos that you can find on our YouTube channel. Also, you can find information on your next driving evaluation and spot check and the rubrics that we use to rate those. It also has documents that we give to trainees. It also has other documents that can be really beneficial for drivers of all experience levels. So check out that. Then if you go to the maintenance page, you can find out information about cleanup, the jobs that you can do at cleanup, intensives, information about that when we do them, cleanup credits and how you get them and how much you get for each cleanup or AMMH position, barn policies, barn wardrobe policies, rides policies, like when you can get a ride home from the MH or from the mechanic, and then barn accident policies. So then if you go to the Bionic page on SharePoint, you can learn a little bit about what Bionic is and how you can become a Bionic driver and why you should become a Bionic driver and what it means to be an FTB or a full-time Bionic driver. Then if you go to the dispatch section of SharePoint, you can find their responsibilities, which is a lot of monitoring service, answering the phones, scheduling bio, checking in with drivers, accidents, reroutes, all that type of stuff, handling everything underneath the sun. Also handling what happens when severe weather happens, like a snowstorm or a tornado. It also is a big part of their job to sell shifts over the radio and over Facebook, and also to write up VSRs or vehicle service requests for all of our drivers and mechanics. Thanks for watching this video. SharePoint is actually a really, really good resource for any Canvas employee, so hopefully these tips on the resources on the page will help you in the future.